So this is an instructional for your PNF lower body stretches. So we're going to go through hamstrings, calves, quadriceps and hip flexors. Of course, if you're sitting all the time, hip flexors are going to be pretty tight. We have them in other positions, but I thought for back safety, I'd show you how to do them on the floor and resisting your own tension with a towel. PNF, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. It means that you're creating strength at the same time as flexibility, so that you're not putting your joints, under stress. So more and more stretching and not enough strengthening can be dangerous. But with PNF stretching, and it's only 20%, so it's not even a sport specific, it's a very safe way to stretch. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to go down here. Now, this is an instructional video, so we're not going through all sets with me. You're going to do 3 sets of everything I do. So I'm going to position myself nice and safely upon the floor, like so, and I have a hand towel with me. So that's going to create the resistance and the pull for the stretch. So I start on this one, and in the mid of my foot, and then I'm going to straighten the leg. So this is for one set of hamstrings. I'm going to push the other leg down so I lock my pelvis. This is too much bend. Okay, so locking the pelvis with that leg. And then I'm going to push my leg away from me. So I'm now creating tension, posture with the hamstrings. Pushing away for 7 seconds. 7 seconds is up, I breathe in, I breathe out. Oh my goodness, I can't even get to the floor. Okay, so squeezing now in that tension for 10 seconds. And then you would come up again and do that tension. So here we go for 7 seconds. Push into the towel, really feel that tension. And then release. And go into that stretch. Don't worry if you can't reach the floor. It gets better, but you do need to practice. I will do the last one for you. So I'm coming up, pushing into the towel. You can see my leg tensing. Squeeze your tummy. Try and keep your shoulders back and down and smiling. And then release that, breathe. And breathe out. You want to incorporate the calf in this stretch. This is how you do it. You just literally move the towel more towards the front of the foot, and then as you're up in here, create the tension, push the leg away from you and push your toes away from you. So you've got full tension. It's only 20% full tension. Then you release, breathe in. Release the foot so you can pull the toes towards your nose. And that is the hamstrings. Now you can do more to the hamstrings in the bent position. So in this position, you're hitting more of the short hamstrings. So in this position, you keep the bent leg, you push away into the towel. And then after your 7 seconds, you release the tension and draw your arms. So you're putting a full stretch into those hamstrings. It's such a good thing to do. So you'll watch this and then you'll use the PDF to help you go through it. Okay, do that on both sides, both hamstrings. Now, we're going to go into the quadriceps, so I'm going to have to turn over. If you have a bad back and you need support, put a pillow underneath your stomach. I'm going to catch my foot. Easier said than done. Okay, and then in that position, I can push my leg as if I want it to go straight. So I'm going to push my leg into the towel. That's contracting the front of my leg here. If I wasn't trying to look at the camera, I'd probably have 2 hands on the towel. But it's easier for me to rotate like so. 7 seconds, and then I'm going to pull the heel towards my bum. Now you may not have this amount of flexibility, please don't worry about it. It will improve. After your 10 seconds release, then push back out into that towel. 20% of your strength. Keep breathing. And then as you release that, breathe in, breathe out, and then really pull it in and feel that stretch. You will be amazed how tight you are in these areas. Okay, you do that for 3 times. I might as well join you on this last one for the one leg. So here it is, just push it out. Really feel the tension in the towel. And then gently release, pull it into your bum. Nice lengthen through the front of the thigh. And gently release that. Obviously repeat that on the other leg. Now we're going to go for the hip flexors. So So we push up nicely, squeezing the abdominals into the all fours. Whether you've got good knees or not, I'm going to ask you to put your towel in a nice folded position, ready for your knee, and then put your knee on top. So if I've got this knee on there, I will be stretching my left, the one nearest to you. Okay, my other foot comes forward and my hips are on train tracks. I like a bit of attitude. Put your hands on your hips, shoulders back and down, chest fair, and then just so you can feel the hip flexor. And then here, I want you to drive this knee towards that foot. So here, oh, okay. Feel that tension. Hold that, oh, it's a bit. And then release, and as you release, allow the hip flexor to release. Don't crouch forward because your hip flexors come from the lumbar spine. So if you stay in a nice upright position, allow this to happen. That's a really good stretch. Come back up, push off this front knee, and then create that tension again. So you can feel that. Squeezing the core all the time, don't forget about your posture. You can do your hands on your hips, attitude. That's lovely. And then we're going to come down and allow that stretch. 10-second stretch, 7-second contraction. Do that 3 times to each hip flexor. And then gently, when you're finished, I like to come back off the hip flexors and then just rub where you've been feeling the stretch. Okay, so you've had the hamstrings, the quads, the calves, the hip flexors, and that's it, isn't it? Okay, so that's your lower body stretch. Okay, so enjoy the PDF. You'll have me droning on at you, but at least you know how to do it and do it safely. Thank you.